Hey everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of Flick News. Isola here with Flick Direct, and if you are new to the channel, this is where I kind of give you a wrap up of what's happened in the entertainment news, mostly movie news, for the past week. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and let's get this started. First up, Moana has soared up to a record-breaking 386 million worldwide and 221 million domestically. And I kind of knew that this was going to happen. I mean, first off, everybody loves Moana. But second, over the Thanksgiving holiday, I decided to go see Red 1, and I knew Moana 2 was going to be a big hit because there was a line wrapped around the building pretty much, all with kids. And at first we were like, oh God, is this for Red 1? No, Moana came out. So we were like, yes, we are going to be okay. And everybody absolutely loved it. When we came out, the kids were so excited. So it's not surprising that it made this much opening week/weekend. What's crazy is that Moana 2 is now Disney's biggest debuting movie. It's completely surpassed Frozen, which is kind of surprising because Frozen just, the kids and how much they love that movie. And I mean, come on, Idina Menzel, her voice, fantastic. But yeah, so it's really, Disney's doing well right now. Now you also have Wicked that made 359 million and Gladiator 2, which I think is around 320 million. So the movies are really doing well, and they will just continue to climb at this point because people are really enjoying the movies right now. And yeah, I mean, they're just going to go back and see them again if they really enjoy them that much, which is great, getting people back into the theaters. As of right now, for Disney, Moana 2 is really the only one that we're looking at for the cinema release. But I really hope that the studios continue to do this because we really just need to get the theaters packed again. It's good to go out, have a good time, enjoy the experience of seeing a movie in a theater again. Next, is there anything that Tom Cruise hasn't done? I mean, he's flown like a fighter jet. He's scaled a skyscraper. He has held his breath for, what is it, like 6 minutes at this point? Maybe longer. I don't know, but I think the longest for him was 6 minutes. And then freaking riding a motorcycle off of a cliff. I mean, he's done it all, right? Well, not really. He hasn't really tackled the horror genre, but that changes today. He is teaming up once again with Doug Liman, who did Edge of Tomorrow, to star in a movie called Deeper, which is this supernatural type of thriller. So I'm very excited about that. Now, this movie's been floating around Hollywood since 2016, I believe, and it's about an astronaut who encounters something a little supernatural while deep diving into a trench. So, space, scariness, supernatural, alien type stuff. I mean, that'll definitely give us something good, right? We like aliens or supernatural beings, especially in outer space. There's so much to explore because there's so much unknown. So this marks maybe the third or fourth team up with Lyman, and they'll be working with Warner Brothers on this. So again, they've got a lot of good things probably up their sleeves, especially working with Warner Brothers. Unless if this is another DC kind of thing, and well, we have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen with that. Now, like I said, this has been floating around since 2016. It's had people like Idris Elba, Bradley Cooper attached to it. However, nothing's gotten off the ground really, but who knows? Maybe with Tom Cruise and him working with Doug Liman a few times, maybe this will be what this movie needs to get up off the ground. Fingers crossed, because again, I'm always down for a nice supernatural thriller, something to keep me on my toes and interested in the movie. So if I see Tom Cruise in a spacesuit or some like diving gear, something related to underwater, I will definitely let you guys know, because that probably means it's go time for this movie. But again, it's all in the works, and At this point, we're just keeping our fingers crossed that it's actually going to happen. But a little birdie did tell me that Edge of Tomorrow 2 is still in the works. And I'm pretty excited about that because I did enjoy the first one. I don't know how many people enjoyed it. It did do well in the box, in the box office. So hopefully that's coming soon as well because, again, really enjoyed that one. Next, we just got the full-length trailer for Snow White, and we get to see Rachel Ziegler donning her cute little Snow White blue dress, obviously with the yellow. And we also get to see the CGI dwarves, and we see her kind of taking on Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Now, we have been promised a lot for this movie, including some, would you call them famous woodland scenes? You do get to see some animals, and that obviously made me very happy because what is Snow White without woodland creatures following her around 24/7? We also got to hear Rachel Ziegler sing a song, a little bit of it. And the girl can sing. So at least we know that that part of the movie is going to be good. Again, you get to see the dwarves, and I know that there was some online debates about them early on, but they look like the dwarves from the movie. I mean, obviously a more modern take to it, but it's what I guess you would expect, especially if you're kind of trying to follow some type of format from the old one. But after watching the trailer, I'm still not quite sure how I feel about the movie as a whole. And I don't know if it's just because the trailer didn't grab me or maybe just all of the tension that seemed to have come up in previous reviews that I did. I know that there were some, I don't know if you want to call it bad blood or if there was just not a great feeling or attitude between Gal Gadot and Rachel Ziegler, especially if you watched them in some interviews. So I don't know if that's going to translate well on the big screen. But I mean, I guess if you don't like each other in an interview, yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll work. Or maybe they just didn't seem to like each other in the interviews because they were still carrying over all of their acting from the movie. I don't know. I don't feel super excited to see this. Again, that's not to say that it's not going to be a good movie, but, and maybe it's just because Snow White wasn't like one of my big all-time favorites. Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what, March 21st, 2025? I'll definitely watch it and let you know what I think. And finally, earlier this year, I told you that we would be getting the 28 Years Later, which I am absolutely stoked about, which is it's a sequel to a now trilogy, but the original was 28 Days Later, which if you have not seen that, you better get on that right now because it is fabulous. I mean, Cillian Murphy. Oh, absolutely brilliant. And he is, of course, returning, which I am so, so, so excited about. May not sound it. I have a little bit of a, cold, but I'm super excited about this one. Oh, and technically it is a trilogy because we also had 28 Weeks Later. I can't keep them all up, but I gotta start writing things down because seriously, I can't keep track of them all. My brain just does not fire on all cylinders anymore. But yes, 28 Weeks Later, also very good. I mean, 28 Days Later was a million times better. But, as a sequel goes, super good. Now, as I stated previously, you have people like Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ralph Fiennes who will be joining Murphy on this zombie road. I'm trying to really think about where this could go. It's been a little bit since I've watched 28 Weeks Later, so I'll probably have to kind of, give myself a refresher, which, trust me, I don't have any issues watching these movies over again. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they kind of intertwine everybody and going 28 years after everything has happened. They've got a lot that they can work with, and I'm super excited about this, which I know I've said a million times already, but seriously, it's just going to be great. I have high hopes for this one. Now, June 2025 is fast approaching. So Sony, although they didn't give us much, they did give us a fun little tease, which is the poster, the first poster for the movie. And I will share this with you, obviously, right here, maybe right here, probably right over here. It's pretty cool. I gotta say, I'm really digging this Red Skull biohazard, sign, and I really feel like this tagline is really great. Time didn't heal anything, which is kind of fitting, seeing as how we kind of had our own little mini zombie apocalypse. The C word that happened just a little bit ago. Yeah, having that time in between didn't really heal anything. So I think this is a pretty good tagline for this. Kind of chilling too, especially since they're probably still eyeball deep in zombies. But like I said, June 2025, that's when it comes out. This is all we've got, but I will share with you when we do have some trailers and other behind the scenes footage, because I am following this one closely and I will definitely want to share it with you. And with that, this concludes this week's episode of Flick News. Please be sure to like and subscribe to all of our channels so you never miss out on any entertainment news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!